got to decide now. First thing I want to do is add a little really light gray to this cat and make it pop out, because I really want it to be that along with the fish. I want it to be my center of interest. So for value's sake, I've got to lighten it up. I can always lighten it up and then darken it later, but you'll see as I touch it here and there, you can see it start to show more against that black table. So I don't want to do too much, but if I just touch it here and there, see, it already shows up a lot more. So then I might lighten under this fishbowl, make that pop a little bit. It's all a matter of lights and darks at this point, just figuring out what I want. The other thing I was thinking about is I love the window here looking out on the palm trees, but I feel like the picture of the flamingos kind of draws your eye up there, and I really want the cat and the goldfish to be my center of interest. So I think I'm going to take this out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over my baseboard here. I think I'm going to carve a little bit more of this out here. I don't want those table legs as big as that. And I still got to decide what I'm doing with this baseboard. I think if I outline it in black and straighten up the lines a little bit, it'll show up better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of my lime green knock that picture out. I'm going to go ahead and go over the whole this whole side, because then I can let that dry and then hit it again and it'll cover. Reshape that light a little bit. It's probably not going to cover here on my first pass, but I can definitely go over it again. And if I want to just leave, let's see, I'm going to reshape that light a little bit. You can just make changes as you go along. I think I'm going to make that Back of that chair a little smaller. Touch here and there. I like my window and I love my curtain. And I'm liking the lamp. The cat's showing up more. I think I'm going to add some of this bluish color to my fish bowl. Let's see here, what color is that? Right now I'm just trying to decide what needs to stay. Definitely like it better without that picture. So I'm going to try to get a super light blue. Just touch it here and there against those goldfish and see what that does. Need a smaller brush. I don't want to get too fussy. Oh yeah, that blue looks good against the gold. I mean the orange. The blue looks good against this orange. Get a little more light. See if I can touch the cat here and there. I need to put in like just the tiniest feature for his face. I think I'll just leave it there for a minute, but he's definitely starting. If I can just touch him here and there, he will start to show up. I can leave just gonna touch. Touch a chair where the light would be hitting. Might put some of this blue up in this light and keep reshaping. If I do something that I don't like, like that. Don't want it to be perfect, but I like that shape better. Let's see, I think I'm gonna reshape it up here, take some of that. Got too much water on my brush. And I think I'm going to touch the bottom here. Maybe leave just a touch of that orange, but I have a tendency sometimes to just keep reshaping things until I tighten them into oblivion. So I'm trying not to do that. I like I don't want it to be just super exact, but the more you just kind of touch here and there, it'll, as long as you just don't go overboard. Trying to reshape that lamp a little bit. I like that. I want to mess my curtain up. I really like I really like that curtain. I use the stencil and just touched it in, and I really like the curtain. I like that it I carried that color into the palm trees and down on the cushion. So I like that. Okay, I like my lamp there. I like the wall. I think the baseboard definitely needs something, and I'm going to put some dark back around this, my fish tank. Put like in the cat. I can put a little shading in here for his face, his body. I'm thinking about touching in a little bit in his face, but again, I really don't want too much detail, so I'm going to straighten up. Not sure whether to just leave him like that. I think he's really showing up good now. Might just leave him like that. Because if I try to put in facial features, it could go wrong quickly. So I'm going to darken this table over here and on the bottom here. Reshape my table a little bit here. Again, I need to stop before I do too much. All right, I like that. I like my cat. Lighten his face just a little bit more. I wonder if I scratch, if it would. Sometimes it's better to quit when you're ahead, but I'm gonna touch a little bit more around him with some dark. See, just that little bit, he really starts to jump out. And I like my fish. All right, I'm gonna leave it right there. Just touch. Let me just let that sit for a minute. I can tell it's a cat, I think. His head too big. Let's make his head a little bit smaller. Touched in some features here. Let me just... All right, I'm gonna just leave that for a second. Said I'm gonna leave it, and then I keep touching it, so. All right, I think I'm gonna leave it right there for a second. Like my little goldfish bowl. Like the cat. Can almost see a face, just a tiny bit of a face in there. Okay, I'm gonna leave that. Now, I think I wanna darken up my lamp just a little bit, not everywhere though, but I feel like I want to touch it there. I just want to touch a couple of these. Just here and there. Let's see, that would be like that. There, I like that line better. Maybe just the outside of this chair. I can hit these right on the this side where it would be shadowed. What would his face like that? I think it needs just the tiniest bit of I can kind of see a little bit of face in there, and I don't want to do too much more than that. Needs a little bit darker gray, right? Right, that's a darker gray. Now it needs some light to separate his face from his body. Touch right here. Oop. All right, I lost his face again. I need to let that dry. I keep blending it. Okay, what I want to do now, I think, is very lightly outline the baseboard. Again, this is kind of a quirky little cabin, so it's okay if it's not perfect because I'm going to go over it with white, but I felt like it needed an outline here. I could get a ruler and do that, but I'm just kind of... Now when I add white, I'll straighten up that line, but... Okay. I'm going to add a little white back into my lamp. I like the white better than the blue. Okay. Touch my cat again. Whoop. I do kind of like a tiny little bit of a face in here, so I'm going to see if I can... See if I can... I like his face there. I mean, it's super subtle. You really have to look to see it, but... That gray separating his body from his face. I think that made his... I wanted his face to be a little smaller like it is, but it needs maybe just... I can lighten the face up. It should, the features will show a little bit more. Be careful not to get his face too big or he's going to look like a dog. Okay, I like him. I can see his little face. I can see my little fish. I might want my water a little bit lighter. Just going to touch here and there. Alright, I love my cat. Let's see. Do I touch him again? I think I'm just going to touch a little bit of light on this side of his face. There. Okay. Once you start liking something, it's scary to touch it. I think his face needs just... Okay. Don't touch it again. Alright, I like my cat. He's showing up on the table. The table's a little wonky, but that's okay. Let's see here. I'm going to try to mix a color close to my floorboard. Maybe take out a little bit of that there, like this one. All right, it's getting there. Use that light and touch the rim of the table there, just where the light would be hitting it. Okay, I like that. Let's see, I think I'm going to put white back in the baseboard. Try to leave a little bit of that black edging that I put in. All right, I like that better with the edge. How would that come down? That would come down. Touch some in here and make that a little thinner. I don't want to lose that leg there. I think this dark line would go straight there like that. Come up this way and it would have a seam. Right there. This is probably not anywhere close to correct, but I'm just trying to put my lines in so that it's interesting. Like I said, it's a very quirky little cafe. But I think these thin black lines, they show up good against this floor, although I do want that straight right there. Let's see here. All right, now once I add my white back in, we'll see how that looks. See, I like my little cat. He might need a little more. I could still lighten him. I said I wasn't going to touch him again, but I think I could blend this in a little better and just leave some dark right there, some dark right under his chin. Still see where his little face needs to come out, just a hair right there. hard to paint and think at the same time. Let's see. Okay. Just touch right here around his little nose. He needs a tiny bit of face right under his nose. All right, I think I like his little face there. Okay, I think I am going to put in my white baseboard now. Try to clean up the lines, the black lines, but doesn't have to be perfect. This coat should cover the picture that we're trying to cover up. If a little bit of it shows through, that's okay. I kind of like that little bit of orange showing here and there. All right, I think the baseboard looks better with the black outlines, so I'm going to just retouch here and there, try to straighten up my lines, especially right down here. Let's see. I just want to leave the thinnest black line. Yeah, like that. All right, I like that. I'm going to touch my little legs here with a little more dark. Might try to make this one just a little bit smaller. These are all okay. They're not exactly even, but they darken up that side, that leg, edge of the table. Okay, just about there. I might lighten this sky a little. I don't think I'm going to do much more to my palm trees because they read as palm trees, and I really don't want them to be any kind of center of interest. So I think I'm just going to making some palm tree shapes. Lighten that sky a little bit. Lighten the water. The fish are showing up good. I think the cat's cute. He's showing up on the table. Wonder if I could take this I just touched the edge of the table up here to make it show up. Just to give it the edge up here. Just the slightest bit of value change right there. And then put the dark back in. Just leave the lightest edge up here. Yeah, I like that better. I think I'm going to take some of that gray out, and I think I'll edge the table right there. Put a little dark in. Okay, I like the table. All right, the last thing I'm going to do is put some more of the green in. I think I want to carve out a little bit of this. I'm going to carve out a little bit of this leg here, and then I'm going to finish up the wall, and that'll be it. So I just need to redo. I'm going to put some more of the green on this wall and see if I can cover up that underneath picture. Try not to like I said, if a little bit of that shows through, it's okay. It just looks interesting. If I add a little bit of my gesso to my green, it should make it more opaque. And then I can cover up that picture. Always reshaping the lamp. Like I said, if a little bit of that color shows up, that's okay. All right, I like that green. That pretty much covered that. I'm going to hit right there. I like the shape of the lamp, love the curtain. I like the window. My cat's showing up. I'm going to touch him just a little bit right here. Might be able to be a little. There we go. All right, I love the cat, love the fishbowl. I like the baseboard better. I like the baseboard better with the outline. It's not perfect, but it shows up better. Let's see, I'm right where that picture was. I think I could hit it with white one more time. Hit my lamp again. Just kind of Just touching here and there. This color on my brush. All right. Constantly drawing with the back of my brush. Okay, I want to make that line a little thinner. All right, I like that. I'll touch the cat again. Each time I touch into his face, his features show just a little bit more. So, okay, I like him. All right, the one thing I want to do is I want to go over this one more time. All right, that's pretty much, that picture is pretty much knocked out. So I like that. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little shadow under here, and I'm going to do that with just a little bit darker green. I'm not going to go too crazy with it, but just going to put a little shadow there. Just make it a little darker green under here. And I can lighten this, which will make that read a little bit darker underneath. Love the color of the wall. Do I want that a little bit darker? I don't want to go too crazy. I just want it to read just a little bit darker under here. Let's see. And the paint's going to dry darker, so alright, I like that. Again, I can make this a little bit lighter. I can straighten up that line a little bit there. That reads darker. I don't want it to be mottled though. Alright, and now I'm going to take the lightest shade lavender. I just want the lightest shadow color. Just want it to read just a little bit darker here. I don't know. I just want to give it the lightest touch of like, that looks pretty good. Just kind of looks like a mottled shadow. But I need to do the same thing with the floor. It would be just a little darker. Just want to smooth it out so that it's a little darker, but not streaky. So, and then if I really put bright white right there, I think that will, yeah, then that kind of reads as a shadow. Guess we would have a little bit of shadow. And this would be, all right, I will probably work on that some more, but for right now I'm going to leave it there, and then when I come back we'll completely finish it. All right, thank you for watching.